secret to tell you. Tonight on Wednesday Night Whispers, I have three wonderful ladies here as my guest, and we are talking about sorority girls, sorority sisters. I apologize, but these are my girls in St. Lucie County. So I'm excited to welcome three fabulous administrators, educators of St. Lucie County who are sorority sisters of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority. Let's welcome first Miss Latricia Woulard.
Hello. Hi, Tasha.
Welcome, young lady. We have Dr. Pat Gascoigne.
Hi.
And definitely, last but not least, we have Dejon Jackson Harris. Hello, how are you?
Hi.
Oh, guys, Wednesday Night Whispers tonight is going to be awesome. But we're just going to jump right in because I cannot wait to just hear from these ladies. They have some exciting news to share with you on the sorority life, okay? First, we're going to start with you, Miss Woulard. Where are you from? What's your hometown? And do you have any family members in sorority or fraternities?
Hi. Yes, Tasha. I am from Vero Beach, Florida.
Okay.
Gifford, born and raised, graduated from Vero Beach High School. I work in St. Lucie County, and that's where I met you and these two beautiful ladies that are on the call with us tonight. And as you said, we are members of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. And yes, I do. My entire family is full of Greek life. My mom and my sister are both ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. My mom is a golden member, which is 50 years or above. And my sister has been a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha for 16 years. And I myself have been a member for 17. My dad and both...
Uh-oh. She's experienced some difficulties. She'll be right back on. Don't you fret. There she goes. Okay.
I'm sorry. My father and my husband are both men of Omega Psi Phi fraternity.
Oh, wow. A whole family. That's awesome. All right. Ms. Gascoigne, Dr. Gascoigne, same question to you. Where are you from? What's your hometown? And do you have any Greeks in your family?
Well, being from Caribbean descent, I had family, that it's from there. So basically, I was raised here in Broward County, Florida, and then on over to St. Lucie County for my work years. Actually, I don't have any members of my family. Seeing that, I am one of the first, a very small family. I do have one in which I'm working with one of my 4 children. Hey, he is in the pathway, as a MOT, he's grooming.
Okay. All right. Miss Jackson Harris, you have the questions. What do you tell us? Where are you from and who's in the family?
So I was born in Miami, Florida. However, I am a native of St. Lucie County. I have grown up in St. Lucie County, Fort Pierce, St. Lucie, my whole life. I went away for a short time and lived in Tampa to finish up school, and then I had to come back home because home is where the heart is. And so
I'm over here. I love it.
I love Tampa. Let me tell you, I did love Tampa, and in fact, when I was in Tampa, I lived with a family member who also is a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and at the time, I was not aware of how much sorority life impacted me. I am a legacy member. My mom was a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Beta Alpha Chapter from FAMU. And so she went to Howard and then transferred over to FAMU, where she was inducted into the sorority. And one of the things that I really appreciated about my mom was she did not sway or influence me. She said,
Okay.
whenever it is
That's
time
good.
for you to be able to give to service of all mankind, then it is going to be your
Wow.
choice. And
Wow.
so, but I watched the women that she had a chance to be around and who influenced and shaped my life. And when it was time for me to make that trek, that journey, then she was right there smiling and supportive the entire time. I do have my House of Alpha member because my brother is a member of A5A
Okay.
and has been for 30 years. So it's been in our life. He actually joined over at Florida Memorial when we were in Miami
Okay.
for a short time. So, HBCUs and sorority and fraternity life are in our family.
Yes. Thank you for that. And I heard some names that I am definitely familiar with. Florida A&M University. Go orange and green. All right. I'm not going to be biased today. We're talking about sorority life. We're not talking about HBCU. So I'm not going to be biased today. Okay. There you go. Now, good segue, Miss Jackson Harris. You talked about how long you've been in there, this legacy member and everything. So, Miss Gascoigne, you're new to it. So, how long have you been in the sorority?
Well, I can say I proudly got inducted in. I can tell you, December 19th
Okay.
is a great date in which I will never forget. How about that? So
Okay.
we're working towards that 6-month pathway there. Can't wait for the year so we can celebrate. And I have the coolest lines of sisters, I must say.
Okay.
38 deep of us. So
Wow.
I remember.
Look at these two ladies sideways
To my
just a little
girls.
bit. That's all. That's all. 38 deep. I'm gonna look at them sideways, but keep talking, Miss Gascoigne.
Oh, too funny.
So 6 months roughly. And Miss Woulard, I think I heard you say 17 years.
Yes, 17 years. It's been since May of 2005.
Wow.
Yep, and
Wow.
we had 16 on my line. So, yep, and we're
Okay.
all AKA strong today.
Okay. So that means you're all still active members.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. We're not all active with the same chapter. A lot of
Right.
times when
Okay.
you're initiated into a graduate chapter,
Right.
life happens and you have to move away, but
Okay.
we still keep in touch, and
Okay.
they're active in their own um, cities,
Okay.
states, but
Yep.
yeah.
All right. Now, back to you, Miss Woolard. What is the goal of a sorority? You're going to answer that question. Anybody can jump in if they want to.
Well, definitely the goal of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority is service, like Miss Jackson said, service to all mankind. Um, so we're built on that and we believe that 100%. But then underarching is definitely the sisterhood piece
Okay.
of it,
Okay.
that we hold near and dear to our heart. But service definitely is the strongest pillar of our ideals, and that's what we do.
Okay.
Service.
Ladies, you have anything to add, Dr. Gascoigne?
Just basically to be supportive, and we have our targets in which we live by and are guided on. And so, with that said, it's just always a mission to
Hmm.
community liaison and be supportive.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Miss Jackson Harris. I'm sorry.
And one of the things, in addition to being strong in that sisterhood, it doesn't matter what part of the world you're in,
Hmm.
when you recognize the sisters that are there It is service to all mankind, and it also is a guiding light to our members who are in college. We are all part of a grad chapter,
Okay.
and that means that we either were initiated, and all of us were initiated in this graduate chapter in St. Lucie County. But if there was a undergraduate chapter, meaning in the college,
Yes.
serving as a role model, a beacon, a
Okay.
network for
Okay.
those who are in college and universities, to be able to be that network, to be able to be that guide, that connector. That's important.
Okay.
To be able to share experiences with others that have like-minded service affiliations.
So would you say that is the most
Yeah.
important part of Greek life for you, Miss Jackson Harris?
It's a sisterhood like no other.
Okay.
And taking a look at that like-mindedness, we're educators, but in all walks of life, we have doctors, preachers, teachers, we have people who are guidance counselors.
Right.
Wherever you walk in life, you're encountering those who are college educated, who are like-minded women, who are making a difference in in their communities, but also in the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Gascoigne, oh, I'm sorry, Miss Woolard, were you about to say something?
No, I was just saying that just to piggyback off what
Okay.
Dijon was saying, just using all of our talents and skills to make sure that we provide that service through our actions, and like Pat says, our targets, making sure that we are doing what we can to raise money for HBCUs, which is a
Okay.
call to action, the
Okay.
health and welfare of women, building our economic legacy
Okay.
while focusing on the arts, as well as making a global impact within our
Wow.
communities and the world. So it's just being college educated women of
Okay.
high moral and ethical standards, focusing on, providing that service to our communities and the world. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, Dr. Gascoigne, and ladies, I am going to drop the formality, okay? Because I know each and every one of you personally. So, Pat, okay, did you want to, finish up that question? What is what you think is the most special part of Greek life?
I think the whole premise of giving back. I know the focus clearly when you look at, say, college awareness, being in the education atmosphere, it's so important that we build on the foundation. So to be a part of that is what warrants the love and the focus for me, per se. And I can see it also in our group that we have that we've supported throughout the year. So just seeing the gradual support that is unveiled throughout the
Now,
years.
for anybody who's viewing this, educators are not the only people who pledge. So we have to make that clear.
No, that's so true.
All walks
So we
of
have to
life.
make that clear. All
Right.
walks of life. We
Yes.
speak about education because all four of us are in education, but there are people all walks of life, because I know doctors and lawyers who are in Greek sororities and fraternities. So I just wanted to make that clear. Now, just moving, two things. How has a sorority life helped you, and what was your favorite memory as you were initiated? Yes, I want to know.
I guess for me, it's really helped me to sharpen my skills and hone in on my leadership development.
Okay.
Being able to hold different offices within our chapter, being the chapter president. I was also the chapter vice president. I was our sisterly relations person. I was also a part of the membership committee, but it's helped me to hone in on a lot of my leadership development skills. And I use a lot of what I've learned in sorority to help me in my professional life.
Right.
So it's helped me to be more resilient, more well-rounded, to sharpen my saw when it comes to just, how I'm organized, how I carry out a meeting,
Okay.
because they teach that leadership development as a part of, our training to be better women in not only
Okay.
life, but in within the organization as well.
Oh, that was a two-parter. Don't forget it. What was your favorite part of your initiation?
My just the learning. I think knowing, there's a lot of information that's out
I'm
there
gonna
on the
clarify that.
web.
What was the favorite memory you had when you were being
Well, I'm
initiated?
I'm getting to that. It's being in education, you want to absorb a lot of information.
Okay.
So, you read about it, I as a little girl, I witnessed my mom, with sorority sisters, and my parents always took us back to their alma mater growing up. So, you saw them interact, and you knew it was a lot deeper
Right.
than what just
Right.
the surface. So when I was afforded the opportunity to become a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha, just learning, a lot of the in-depth things was a
Mm-hmm.
great memory for me, because
Okay.
though that stuck with me, just knowing a lot of things that I didn't know on the surface. Now that I
Oh,
know, it's
okay. All right. Pat?
As a newbie, I can say this. Everything what Ms. Monica stated is surely something I'm looking forward to. Just the grooming and the opportunity for the leadership development is something that I look forward to. I can tell you clearly, just the unknown was just what was beneficial for me, because I
Okay.
loved the aspect and the stages in which it went. I had gone through. So, but
Uh,
to me, clearly the most important was finding that additional support of girls, ladies that were there to be supportive and to get to know. So, and again, I told you I'm not from this era. So,
yeah. Yeah.
really
Yeah.
finding others to lean on is
Okay.
what I was very appreciative of.
Now, as a newbie, are you holding an office yet?
No, but I can tell you clearly I'm a part of committees in which I look forward to with having my writing background. That's something I
Okay.
really enjoyed. And lending that support in my way in which I know I have some depth in, I'm telling you
Okay.
that's something I lean on and
To
I
my educators here.
Mhm.
All right, Miss Jackson Harris, you are up.
So the leadership development is real.
Okay.
In addition to leadership development, the reminder of taking care of yourself and women's health is stressed. We have doctors, we have nurse practitioners, we
Great.
have
Awesome.
mental
Awesome.
health therapists who give
Awesome.
us that reminder of you have to take care of yourself, and you have to be healthy to be able to give to others unconditionally.
Okay.
And so it is a well balanced um, look at yourself and reflection often to be
Okay.
able to continue to give of service to all mankind. In addition to that, we talked about the committees and all. The rich history of our sisterhood is
Wow.
amazing.
Okay.
Take a look at the leadership development and the vice president of the United States ascending to that office. It didn't happen by happenstance. There was grooming, there was development, there was nurturing. And when you take a look at that line, that sisterhood of women who were not only intelligent and resilient, that makes difference not only in the communities, but in the world.
Okay.
And so, we had things thrown at us since the development of this organization in 1908. And the preservation of our organization that has happened really is what I've admired my entire life,
Right.
and what I have been groomed for as well, to be able to give. My favorite memory of the process was getting to know the different people and their talents that
Right.
were part of those
So important.
co-initiatives. We had experiences that no one else did that were unique to us.
Yeah.
And that when we take a look at the organization as a whole, but then when we take a look at those who went through that experience with us, can't take that away.
Right.
And so that rich history and also those experiences are shared so that we can give and give and give.
This is a history lesson all in itself. And I have a couple of questions so we can wrap this up, because I know a couple of our guests have to go. But I think these last two a couple of questions are very important. What type of events do you guys hold, and what makes Alpha Kappa Alpha unique? All right, Miss Woolard, you want to start?
So we use
Start with the events that you hold.
events. Are you talking about sisterly relations events, or are you talking
Any
about
events that you want to talk about? If somebody want to talk about community, somebody want to talk about sister events, you talk about whatever you feel like that's most important to you.
Well, one of the things that I really appreciate about the sorority is we extend, well, it's about God, family, and our sisterhood, in that order. And
Okay.
as a member of the Spiritual Life Committee, we
Okay.
hold events open to the public that we just had one recently, Fruits of the Spirit, where we
Okay.
members of the Spiritual Life Committee, we each took a fruit of the Spirit, and we, kind of spoke on that fruit. But we
Okay.
hold prayer events for the community. We hold events for breast cancer awareness. We hold events for HBCU. We have a HBCU walk. We have events for our sisterly relations, sisterliness building, where we have one coming up that's a bowling event. So we stay busy in
Okay.
the Eta Eta Omega Chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha here on the Treasure Coast. We have so many standing committees. We just had a financial literacy event. We also had an event open
Wow.
to the community for
Wow.
first-time home buyers.
Wow.
Dijon and Pat, y'all jump in. I'm just trying to
Yes.
remember the most
We
recent
talk to
ones.
people about creating a will, making
Oh,
sure that
wow.
financial literacy is important, sharing that legacy with your children, making sure that when you pass on, your needs, your wants, your desires are all taken care of, so
We
that
have the,
yeah.
I'm sorry, Dijon, speak about the
Home
youth
buying.
symposium.
Yes.
We just
Yes.
had Miss
Yes.
Teen
Yes.
USA as a part of
Yes.
our youth symposium.
Yes. Yes.
Miss
Yes.
Jackson Harris, she was you were one of the chairpersons for that
Okay.
event.
Okay.
Yes. And so when giving back to the community, I do want to talk about that, because we give a lot and have open events to many community members. In order to do that, one of the things that we do as an organization is we make sure we know our history, but we
Right.
also know what our targets are in
Right.
order to do that. And through our chapter meetings, which are closed to the public, we make sure that we know what is expected, and we carry things out in a manner that is befitting to what our organization holds. We are true to our brand. We make sure that we don't have people who kind of step on the brand, because it is a business as well.
Absolutely.
And as business women, we have to know how to conduct the business of our organization. And so that happens with regular chapter meetings. That happens when we are in our committee meetings. We have to know how to conduct ourselves according to our organization. We have lawyers who helped facilitate that, how to create a will. All of that happens from the different talents that each of us bring to the table.
And I can say that I do know this from my daughters participating in Precious Pearls, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes. And so my youngest one was actually getting ready to run for Miss Teen something, and then the COVID hit. So, yes. So they did the most natural thing, which was to just divide the money up equally, because they didn't get a chance. It was right at the beginning of COVID.
Yeah.
So, Ms. Gascoigne,
can I talk on that though as well?
Yes.
Because one of the things that we had to learn to do as an organization was adapt using technology. And one of the things that we learned lessons from as an organization, we implemented in our day-to-day lives as well. We had to know how to, there are some things that are open to the public and there are some things that are closed. We had to learn how to adapt using technology in that venue so that we didn't have people jumping on meetings that weren't supposed to be there. So we learned a lot about how we conduct business. And this switch, when the world shut down, was something that we were putting our heads together to see what is the vision for the future using these technology pieces and components. Sorry, Pat.
Oh, no. Hey, when you have information to share, I'm sure Ms. Gascoigne is okay with it. All right, Pat, same question. If you have nothing to share, that's fine. If you want to piggyback off what these ladies have said, we're okay with that.
No, Pat? Just as a whole, just having the opportunity to be a part of the community and blending and giving back, because just focusing on even just one target as a personal thing for me to say, okay, being of the arts, how can I be supportive in that measure, and attaching myself to that measure and being supportive in that realm.
Well, ladies, we have the final question. You can take as long as or as little as you like, but any advice to anyone who is looking to become a member or a sister, what advice do you give them?
One of the things that
let the newbie go first.
As a newbie, I just want to tell you how much my life has changed. I can say this, that if you're looking to do so, it came at the most opportune time in my life when I had, number one, I had time. I had time because I had a lot of things that I'd already placed in line. So because of that, I can give so much more of myself. And my family appreciates that, and they're understanding. We do have a focus in which we know, you have God first, family, and then you have the sorority. And with that said, as a premise, it's an easier way and a segue into what you can and can't do. I would be remiss if I did not highlight these two women that are, I just love the fact that they have actually sandwiched me on the screen. I can tell you to Monique and to Mr. John. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, because I must say thank you for leading the way and for giving me, a little girl from, the streets of the Caribbean, Jamaica to be exact, thankful for a mother who led the way as an educator and opened up opportunities for me and my siblings. So with that said, it is an experience you won't forget.
All right, Ms. Woulard?
Advice would be, research, do your research, know what the sorority is all about. Um, do a self-assessment. Is
Okay.
this something that I am committed to do? Because once you say, I want to become a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha, it's about work. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just about wearing letters or wearing
Right.
colors.
Right.
You are going to work. So if you want to become, get out there and work, because we notice people who work. I mean,
Okay.
so especially in a grad chapter, if you're a young lady or a woman who is beyond the college,
Yeah.
bachelors, college campus life. We're
Mm-hmm.
looking for people who are active workers, people who are going to be
Okay.
able to add value to our local
Great.
standing chapter.
Great.
And then when
Great.
you're on a college campus, knowing, I'm going to have to do the same work that these ladies out here in the grad chapters do, but just knowing, is this something that I'm going to be able to commit my life to? Is not just about wearing letters or colors, but it's about actually getting out here to make an impact in your community. And one thing about it, we get gratification from
Mhm.
actually doing this work. So,
Okay.
you know, Alpha Kappa Alpha, like Dr. Gascoigne said, has definitely been beneficial for me. It's added a lot of value to my life.
Right.
Um, so if you're interested, just get out there and work.
Okay.
And um, yeah,
Someone take notice, right?
yes.
All right.
Mhm.
All right. We're gonna bring it up the rear with our historian, uh, Miss Jackson Harris.
And she
Tell us.
actually is a
I
historian for our chapter.
Oh, oh,
am. Yes,
Yes.
one of the committees. Yes,
oh.
yes, yes. Um,
See, you can
She
es-
tell.
got it.
especially in this time, day, and age of social media,
Yeah.
it's important to make sure that the presence that you put out there is that you want to make sure that that's what the rest of the world sees in you,
Yes.
and just be mindful of that.
Okay.
Do the work because it will be noticed. And after the work is done, that commitment is not just for the letters, the colors, the initial initiation. It is a lifetime commitment.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And being a part of an organization that is filled with love for God, love for family, and love for a sisterhood
Okay.
is one that it's unparalleled.
Mm-hmm.
The feeling that you feel when you hear and see standing shoulder to shoulder with like-minded women
Right.
who all have a focus and goal on making the world a better place.
Thanks.
When you
Awesome.
do that reflection, as Monique has shared and said, not only do I want to be a part of this, but I am
Right.
going to commit to this,
Right.
then
Okay.
it will be that driving force that
Okay.
will get noticed by the
Okay.
organization, and that
Okay.
will make you stand out from the crowd. Just being
Awesome.
aware of that social media presence, being aware of that reflection to have you stand out from the crowd is what will make a potential person stand out.
Ladies, you have given me so many spin-offs for a couple of shows here. So I'll be contacting you because we really need to get some of your legacy and golden ladies back in front of this camera to talk about their
Oh,
experiences and their, it just makes sense. Um, because Miss Jackson Dejan hit on something. 1908. A lot of things happened since 1908, and they probably can speak about some of the things that have happened. They've probably seen some of the turnover and the changes. So that's one. And then another, Miss Jackson, you brought into play is social media presence. Our young kids don't have any rule. Everything is, let me be more extreme than the next person so that I can get noticed and not worried about the later effect. So also in saying that, some of our older people either, I'm watching TikTok, not a lot, but when I do go in there, I'm like, you too old for this. Why are you doing this? What made you do what? Who is guiding you in this? So some spinoffs. So that means I will be seeing you ladies again. Okay.
It's been
And
my
Miss
pleasure.
I am so happy that you joined us tonight. I really am. I really am. It just made
Yes,
St. Lucie County in the house, ladies. I'm so excited. And I know you have to go. I will see you again. And we need to do this off video and get together. All right. So I love you, the
definitely.
sorority sisters. I'm
Love
not
you.
an Alpha Kappa Alpha, but I am your sisters, your
Yes,
sister.
you
Okay.
are.
All
All
Yes, you
right.
are,
right.
Yes.
Love
Pastor.
you. Wednesday night
Love you.
whispers over, and these ladies have made it rock tonight. So 7 o'clock, it's been about a full 40 minutes, and it has been very informative. Thank you. Have a great night, and God bless you. I'll see you again.
See
Bye.
you. Bye bye.
Bye. Uh-huh.